What up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy, What Competition, and we back with another vid, another file, one at that. Today we talking about the update, Championship Edition, aka 2.0. If you new, like, subscribe, tap in with the competitors, and let's get it, man. Today I'm gonna be very fair and very critical of the game. I think it's in a good space right now, but there's still issues as always. So let's dive into it. So yeah, first things first, the new DLC is a decent pack to me. I know a lot of people think it's lackluster, but to me it's a solid pack, especially when you got Manny Pacquiao headlining it. Excuse me. Pacquiao is one of the best fighters of all time. He's an 8-time World Division champ. Not only that, he has fire animations. He's cracked too. Like he's cracked. Also, you have, Kovalev. You got Mean Green Machine, and a couple of other guys in this pack decided to. Marioga, he's fire. I played with him on my stream the other day. There's some decent fighters in this joint, man. It's an underrated pack to me. You know what I'm saying? It's underrated. And then, you got middleweight Bud, right? I think that was a good addition, even though I feel like Bud he should have a higher ranking, and I feel like he should have some new animations. Free DLC. You gotta include middleweight Bud in that because he was free. You got Jake LaMotta. We have Lupe Fiasco and a couple other people. Sky, female, and then another, I think it's a UK rapper or something, Lupe Fiasco. That's dope to me. I know a lot of people gonna, throw shade towards that, but at the end of the day, you gotta remember it's a video game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no issue with it. I think it's a good thing that they continue to add on to the game. You know what I'm saying? Also, the fact that they address some things in this update was major to me as well, like patching out the jab spammers. They finally took care of the jab spammers. Patching out the hook spammers. They finally took care of the hook spammers. I know it's not all the way where it should be, but it's definitely better. So I give them, credit for that as well. We also want to speak on the new venues that they added. 2 new fire venues. You got the Zone and you got MSG. Like, they continue to improve the game in small ways, but also in big ways. To me, these are small wins, just continue to add on stuff. I know a lot of people are gonna overlook that fact and, have an issue with some of the stuff that hasn't been addressed. Like, a lot of people feel that the stamina should be better. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm actually kind of used to the stamina now, even though I wouldn't mind a stamina buff. Also, I believe that when you take in consideration everything that they've done, as far as like now they done added the character creator, and I think that was a dope idea, but I don't like the fact that you can play with your character in rank. Like, I thought that was, like, I honestly thought it was an accident. Like, I'm like, did they mean to do that? Like, I thought they just said it was gonna be for quick fight. But the fact that you got to fight them in rank, yeah, I don't like that. I also thought that it was gonna be character creator against character creator and not against like the marquee fighters of the game. Also, the fact that the online rankings wasn't reset. I feel like that, to me, that's kind of unprofessional and ghetto for y'all to say y'all gonna have something done and don't have it done. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to my guy Finest about that in the Discord. Shout out to Finest. I appreciate you tapping in with me. But we talked about that, man. Like, you can't, promise to deliver something and then don't deliver. Like, that make you look bad. That looks bad to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of people was looking forward to the reset, including myself, because a lot of people got wins off the quick glitch and a lot of people got losses off the quick glitch. So that helped a lot of people rank up, but it also helped people be in a deficit, which is, that's bad for the game. So I don't know, man. I think going forward, they got to be a little more sharper and a lot more efficient when they delivering these updates. It just, to me, you expect more. I'm not gonna lie, I did expect more from the championship edition. Like, I honestly was thinking that they was gonna surprise us with something, like no desync or something that's innovative, but unfortunately we didn't get that. But anything's possible. Also, I was expecting, character creator. I thought that, it was going to be similar to the WBC or Fight Night where you get to play for a belt. You know what I'm saying? You get to fight in the same gym with people. You can invite people to the gym. Y'all can spar and all that stuff. That would have been fire, right? Also, adding mini games would have been fire. He said there was some new features when, the content creators was there talking with him. So I was expecting more than just character creator and crossplay. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of crossplay, that's another thing that I want to talk about. I think crossplay is good in regards to, being able to find more fights and not having to wait in the queue for long. However, when you got an issue like desync, crossplay is something that hinders that. You gotta take care of desync first before you can, try to add crossplay. But I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to, add new features, the features that they can add. So I give them kudos for trying. You know what I'm saying? I give them that. But overall, in my opinion, it's a solid update. Obviously, it could have been better, but it's not bad. In my opinion, it's not bad, man. They taking steps in the right direction. Now what you gonna see is a lot of the guys that were, getting off on the game, they no longer gonna get off because they being patched out. You being patched out, the jab spam was being patched out, the hook spam was being patched out, and it's gonna start coming down to skill. At this point, it's coming down to skill. Also, this right here is one of the things that I don't like either. The fact that my opponent can make me get back to the match sooner than I would like to. What if I want to take a sip of water? What if I want to go grab a drink? What if I want to, tend to my child, etc., etc.? I believe that they need to correct that. They need to put that in a hot fix or something, because a lot of people not liking that, including myself. Okay, if you did 30 seconds, cool. But the fact that you took the whole thing away, like, that's stupid to me, bro. Like, I don't like that, man. Like, some people gotta have patience, man. Like, I like to download the data for a little bit. I like to take 30 seconds to a minute sometimes to download data. It ain't necessarily got to be about me going to do something. So yeah, that's one thing that I feel they should fix as well. Also, I thought that, the championship edition was gonna have more innovative features like, okay, mini games. Like, for if this is gonna be a different iteration of the game, then we should have had some more tutorial stuff. Like, you got new people coming to the game. You know what I'm saying? Just because this is a new addition, people that ain't never played before, and a lot of people like Crawford. Crawford is a hot commodity right now, considering that he just knocked off Canelo. You gotta put mini games on here, man. Like, mini games. Also, you could have added a story mode. You could have added a story mode for character creators. Like, it's so many different things that they could have did with this championship edition to redeem themselves. But hopefully they do that in Undisputed too. Not trying to be too critical, but I'm being realistic and being honest. I expected more, but I am grateful with what we got. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad they still continuing to, try to make slight improvements to the game. More stuff that I believe could have been added is like, you could have added the ability to customize your attire. Like, okay, everybody do like the little swap of the gloves and with the trunks and the shoes, but to have the ability to change the colors to what you want them to be, whether that's what they wore in real life or not, it's still a game. It's a game. You should be able to do all those things, and then overall, just some better animations for some fighters. Add better animations for them. Like, Crawford needs to be buffed. He need new animations. Like, see that they, how he the cover athlete, and y'all don't really take the time to, make him better. But y'all got Pacquiao right though, because he's the, he's the marquee fighter of this pack that y'all just dropped. So, yeah. Overall, it's a decent update, but to call it championship edition, and not really add too many new features, it's somewhat a bummer, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? I expected more, I expected more. Another thing that they could have done and should have done is, like, I was talking to Finance about this as well. I believe when you're playing online, when you're doing online quick fight should be for those, those regular gyms. Like, you in a gym, or you fighting at a bar, or you fighting at, outside in the stands. Like, those should be for online quick fights. Now, when you playing ranked matches, you should get all the dope arenas, all the fire arenas. You know what I'm saying? That should make the matches feel more, realistic, and make you feel like you want to put on a performance. That's something that they should have done as well, and maybe they'll do so in the future. That remains to be seen, but It's definitely something else that they could have done, considering that it's supposed to be a new iteration of the game. Yeah. There's still work to be done. Like when you fighting someone in a stun state, they still haven't tweaked that. That still causes issues. You know, everything is not a skill issue though. I will say that. Some stuff is just they gotta get better with the game. They gotta get better with, you know, programming the game. Period. Point blank. Some of the good things though that I like to speak on is, you know, you got the Crown League now, and you know that was a big deal for the community. You know what I'm saying? Something for us to look forward to. You know, shout out to all the content creators that participated in that. Shout out to everybody that be pulling up and hollering, showing love. You know, they season 2's coming, so I'm looking forward to seeing what goes down. And you know, you got the Sim League, man. I like the fact that, you know, they pushing this on the community to make us want to be better at playing the game. You know, no cheese, just, you know, sim boxing. You can have fun trying to, you know, replicate what goes on in real boxing. So that's what this game is all about anyway, in my opinion. I mean, it's a lot of directions that they could have went in. They could have, you know, I know they said they didn't want to do that when they spoke to Ash at the content creator meetup that they had. But like, I would have did a couple different modes. Like, I'd do a mode for the casuals, people that want to throw power punches and, you know, want to do all the spam and cheese. Have a mode specifically for them, and then have a mode for the sim heads, people that want to play realistically, play authentic boxing. You know, that ain't necessarily holding nobody's hand. That just kind of, to me, that's, you know, catering to all the fans, all the different demographics, like people that want to, you know, have fun. And, you know, fun to you might not be what's fun to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it, man. Because at the end of the day, it's a video game. Cooking this guy. He was trying to do, oh yeah, that's another thing. They patched out this uppercut that guys was doing with him. He been trying to do it and it ain't been working. You bum. Clean boxing, man.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Right, get him out here. Get him out of here. Another thing that they could have done and should have done to me is give you the ability to pick what arenas you want to fight in. Like, because, you know, some of these arenas I don't like fighting in. Like I don't like fighting in the crunk gym because it's zoomed in. Like, you know, I don't mind fighting zoomed in sometimes, but for the most part, I like fighting like this because, you know, I just feel like I can see more. Like, I can maneuver in the ring better this way. But I do play like this on, let's go. I play like this on PC at times because of the screen that I'm on. I play in Zoom on PC because I'm on a smaller screen at times, but yeah, that's something that they could have added as well.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight
But all in all,
Confident now after what happened
I'm
last
satisfied with the update. But, you know, it could have been better. It could have been better. And the fact that they had to take an extra week, you know, what was the extra week for if you couldn't reset the matches on the day they try to say y'all was gonna reset them on? I don't know how game coding and stuff work, but come on, man, be better. Be better.
are they still standing?
Like, attention to detail goes a long way, man. Like, small details, if they would have added a little more small increment details to this, some of us noticed that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, they didn't do enough of that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the game does feel better than it did in its last state to me. Like the random rocks and stuff. Let's go. The random rocks I wasn't feeling, but I got used to them. You know what I'm saying? And now the random rocks are gone. I'm good with that too, you know? I'm good with that too. But yeah, man. That's the video, man. That's my, you know, my rant. You know, my rambling. Nah. All in all though, man, I rock with the update. I rock with it, but at the same time, I know and y'all know that it could have been a little better, you know. But yeah, man, that's the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And just let me know how y'all feel, man. Y'all rocking with the new update? Is it an L or a W? Is it an L or a W? You know? To me, it's a small W, but it's a W. But yeah, that's the video, man. Y'all boys stay healthy out there. If you new, like, subscribe, tap in with the competitors. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love.